What's up, guys? Yurog here again with another update on the Nunchuk arcade stick. This is actually the final update because it turns out that I managed to finish the box. So I got some, I got a full head of steam coming into the end of this week, and I just went ahead and finished it up. So I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the rest of the job, some of the insides, and then give you a brief demonstration of it working. Gameplay footage is going to be a little difficult because I don't have a whole bunch of hands, but I will figure something out and I will post footage of the actual controller being used um, sometime soon. So let's take a look, shall we? We're gonna start with the outside. I feel really good about the way that the box came out. I guess the paint could be slightly higher quality, but I guess that's fine. That's what we get. Here's the C-stick here, embedded in the surface, and so like you can do like that. All the buttons, good Sanwa buttons. Everybody loves Sanwa buttons. Start in the D-pad. I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna put something underneath it so that it's not resting on the C-stick, and show you guys the insides real quick. I'm trying to avoid some of this glare. So as you can see, all the buttons are wired to this terminal bank right here. And for those of you who are going to be at Genesis and that are wanting to come check this out, by the way, don't hesitate to just stop me and ask if you can play a couple of matches or something with this guy if you want to. I'm really excited to show this thing off and kind of explore what it does well and what still needs improvement. So this thing, I can open this guy up and I can wire any of these buttons to whatever particular function you want. And this is the labeling scheme. So you've got like LRZ, light shield right here, this guy, ABXY, and then the D-pad stuff over here just for kind of for strain relief is why those are there. But so over here is the controller itself. You can see A, B, X, and Y wired up into their little things. Likewise with the D-pad. These are the wires for the control stick that go over here into this RJ45 connector. And then this guy right here, that is an LS7404 hex inverter. And it's a hex inverter because there are 6 of them. An inverter is a 1 input, 1 output circuit that just negates the voltage of whatever it is that you're giving it, high versus low. So if you give it a high signal, it'll output 0 volts, and if you give it 0 volts, it'll output whatever its reference voltage is. And so its reference voltage is actually, you can see one resistor there, and I think the other one is hiding underneath that cable. You can kind of see it. Those 2 resistors are acting as a voltage divider, and the reference is the 3.3 volts from the trigger, the analog trigger slider. And so that guy is running at about 1.4 volts, I want to say. Maybe slightly higher, like 1.8. But so you give it a signal that is high, and actually it's got its own pull-up resistors inside of it. So you give it an open signal and it'll output 0 volts back to that slider. And if you push the button, and it's going to be this one by default, it'll output. It's actually somewhere in the neighborhood of, because of the way inverters work, it doesn't give you a full 0 to reference range. It's more like 0.5 to reference minus like 0.3. So this guy will output it'll output like 0.4 volts, and then when you push the button, it'll go up to like 1.2, which is just enough to trigger a light shield. It just happened to work out really nicely for this. There's the C-stick. You can see it embedded in the surface of the box with hot glue. I had a bit of a mishap where I like burned the trace. You can't, it's being really blurry. I burned the trace off for the vertical axis thing, so I had to wire it directly to the pad, or to the chip, but it seems to be working pretty well. We're gonna go ahead and flip it over and plug it in, and I'll show you that the buttons are doing how the buttons are going. So first we're gonna connect this guy. Right there. And then connect that guy in there. And then, all right, and so you see we got that, and I'm going to use my pinky as to hit some buttons. And so like you can hit this, change colors. Why is this guy? Let's start. Let's go to Battlefield. We'll actually get some platforms to play with. So you can see like that's working. These things are working. There's the light shield. This controller actually shield drops really well, which I'm really excited about. Let's play with some of the buttons. The C-stick left, right, up, and down is working. B, A, jump. The other light shield button, hard shield button, Y, and then L. And then this, the one down here is grab. So you can do some other cool things like, I can't hit down, so that's not going to really work. But you can JC grab and do a bunch of cool stuff. So it's working and it's done. And with that, I'm gonna cut this guy off. Like I said, gameplay video, like actual gameplay video, not just functional demonstration, forthcoming once I figure out how to do that. Be sure to leave me a message somewhere or like this video or something. If you have any suggestions for improvement for this guy. And like I said, if you are at Genesis and you want to say hi and try this guy out, by all means, just come up to me and introduce yourself or something. So thanks everybody. I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to show this off a little bit, and I will see you guys later. Bye.